Welcome to this explainer. I want you to just take a second and imagine stepping into a world where nature completely dictates the rules. A place so vast and so totally untouched that it takes days just to reach its outer edge. Today, we're embarking on a massive expedition into Earth's most formidable, mysterious, and honestly awe-inspiring natural empire, the Amazon rainforest. We are going to break down the mind-bending scale, the wildly lethal inhabitants, and the totally unsolved mysteries of this colossal ecosystem. Let's dive in.
So let me pose this ultimate question to you. Could you actually survive a jungle that sprawls across 8 different countries? We're talking everything from Colombia and Guyana, straight through Brazil and Peru, all the way down to Bolivia. This isn't just a forest, guys. It is an empire. An empire where every single creature, no matter how big or small, has one singular motive: to survive. And often that means making you its next meal. The sheer scale and imminent danger waiting inside this behemoth is just hard to overstate.
Get a load of this staggering figure. 5.5 million square kilometers. That is the exact footprint of the Amazon. It's a number so massively incomprehensible that our brains honestly kind of struggle to picture it. It's just this endless, continuous stretch of green that completely dominates the entire South American continent. To put that into a perspective we can actually wrap our heads around, think about this. This single natural wonder is large enough to swallow massive nations multiple times over. You could comfortably take the entire country of Pakistan and fit it into the Amazon 7 times. India, you could drop it in there twice. And Dubai, you could literally pack 157 Dubais into this jungle and still have room to spare. It's wild to think about just how much of our planet this one single forest consumes.
And it gets even crazier. If you were to try and trace the entire outer border of the Amazon, that perimeter length is the equivalent of driving from Mumbai to New Delhi, or Karachi to Islamabad 7 separate times, back to back. Just navigating the very edge of this territory is an absolute marathon of a journey.
Section 1. The Macro. A canopy of darkness.
The sprawling wilderness contains a mind-boggling 400 billion individual trees, and they're pumping out roughly 20% of the oxygen for all living things on Earth right now. But here's the wild part. These trees create a canopy so incredibly thick that if there's a torrential downpour, it takes a full 10 minutes for a single drop of rain to navigate the leaves and finally hit the pitch-black forest floor. Daylight barely even penetrates it. You could be standing there in the middle of a sunny day and the ground level is just shrouded in complete darkness.
And hidden inside that darkness is an absolute explosion of unmatched biodiversity. We're talking 400,000 different plant species, 1,300 species of the rarest birds, and over 2,200 types of fish. Oh, and perhaps most terrifyingly, 2.5 million species of venomous insects. This lush ecosystem hosts life that is found absolutely nowhere else on the planet.
All right, Section 2, the micro. Millions of deadly inhabitants.
The closer you look at that dark forest floor, the deadlier it becomes. If you mistakenly wander into this brush, your very first encounter might just be with the green anaconda, the world's largest and most formidable snake. This thing can grow up to 30 feet in length and weigh a colossal 250 kilograms of pure muscle. But the crucial takeaway here is how it hunts. It doesn't just bite you. It is capable of swallowing massive prey entirely whole in a single, lightning-fast strike.
But, sometimes the smallest things out there are the most terrifying. Meet the bullet ant. It's the world's largest ant at about 4 centimeters long, and it packs a horrifying punch. Its venomous sting triggers this full-body agony that victims say directly mirrors the intense, agonizing pain of a literal gunshot wound. It's so severe that if it goes untreated, or if you're stung multiple times, it can actually end a human life.
Section 3. The vein of the jungle. The mighty Amazon River.
Cutting directly through this lethal forest is its lifeblood, stretching over 6,800 kilometers long and carving a channel up to 329 feet deep. The sheer volume of water moving through this vein is just unbelievable. This is where all of the rainforest's relentless rainwater violently drains out towards the ocean. With a daily flow of over 200,000 cubic meters, it completely dwarfs the largest man-made swimming pools on Earth, like the city-star's Sharm el-Sheikh over in Egypt. We are talking about a relentless, overpowering surge of water every single day.
And trust me, you absolutely do not want to go swimming in it. This river is heavily populated by giant, highly aggressive alligators that will stop at absolutely nothing for a meal. But even more surprising than that are the pink dolphins. Now, these aren't the friendly animals you see down at the aquarium. These are 9-foot, 200-kilogram giants with large, complex brains. Because there's virtually no human presence, they are incredibly intelligent and uniquely known to act aggressively and even attack humans.
And hey, if the teeth don't get you, the water itself just might. Scientists have recorded the lethal capability of the electric eel that lives down here, and the output is staggering. 860 volts. This fish can discharge a massive electrical current that instantly fries the nervous system of an animal 100 times its size. We're talking killing humans and massive predators right on the spot.
Moving to Section 4, Surviving the Deadliest Waters.
Back in 2007, marathon swimmer Martin Strel decided to do the impossible. He was going to defy death by swimming the entire length of the Amazon River. His 66-day survival routine was absolutely surreal. He swam continuously for 10 grueling hours every single day, resting only on a separate support boat overnight. But the absolute madness of this strategy lies in exactly how he survived. While he swam, his support team would flank him, violently hurling massive chunks of raw meat into the river. That was it. That was their only tactic to distract the giant alligators, anacondas, and electric eels away from Martin's body. And incredibly, it actually worked.
Finally, Section 5, The Unexplained, Amazonian Mysteries. Deep in the Peruvian territory of the Amazon, there's a 65-kilometer stretch of water known simply as the Boiling River. All year round, the water temperature sits between 90 and 100 degrees Celsius. It literally emits thick steam and cooks anything that falls into it alive. The most fascinating part about this? There are no active volcanoes anywhere nearby. There is absolutely no known scientific cause for why this river boils. But beyond geological mysteries, there are human ones. There are uncontacted tribes living deep in the foliage, reacting to outsiders and aircrafts as if seeing them for the very first time. We're talking about groups of humans living entirely off the jungle's brutal resources, utterly and completely isolated from the existence of modern civilization.
And perhaps they're living among the remnants of something much, much older. Recent satellite imagery actually cleared away the canopy to reveal over 300 massive, ancient signs carved directly into the earth. Known as geoglyphs, some of these geometric shapes stretch up to 1.5 kilometers wide. They were completely invisible from the ground, only discovered thanks to our satellites in space. Who carved these massive symbols, and for what purpose? We still don't know.
Which leaves us with a question that should really linger in your mind long after this explainer ends. With over 300 massive ancient signs carved into the earth, a river that boils without any heat source, and literally millions of undiscovered, lethal species. What else is hidden right now waiting in the dark canopy of the Amazon? Thanks for joining me on this journey today. Keep exploring and never stop questioning what lies in the shadows of our world.